Good evening to all of you. Can you all see me and hear me?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Just put a yes in the chat box, all of you. If you can see me and hear me both quickly. Yeah, that's great. Just give me a minute. I will just start off. Just give me a minute. Good evening, all of you, once again, and welcome to this session. I've just dropped in a poll. I request all of you to please fill in that poll so that I know you better and I will be able to curate things according to your requirements. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all. Quite a few are science teachers, few maths teachers, few ICT teachers. Others, would you please put in which subject do you teach in the chat box? When you say others, which subject do you teach? Can you put it in the chat box? I kept the chat box open. Early years facilitator, but fantastic, great. Early years facilitator. I am a great admirer of teachers who are teaching in the kindergarten, first standard, primary school teachers. Really, you are doing a wonderful job. Uh, fantastic, fantastic. Uh, Kindergarten teachers are really the gems of our society because they are dealing with the raw children. Okay, because what they teach possibly is the things which is uh, going to be got by the rest of the teachers. Computer teacher, great. Sheikh Saruk, uh, very good. Mathematics, Charles, mathematics, ATL lab in charge. Okay, I have a few ATL lab in charges also. That's great. Okay, fantastic. In the director board, okay, Ismail, great, fantastic. Uh, Love to see so many uh, people. Diksha Agrawal, you have raised your hands. Can you please put in the chat box what you would like to say? Yeah, okay, fine, that's great. So I think it's time, foundation stage teachers, EVS, okay, AI teacher, language, mathematics, computational thinking. Okay, fantastic, great. Akanksha, Diksha, you have raised your hand. Can you please put your doubt in the chat box? Okay, right. So once again, on behalf of UP Educators, let me welcome all of you to this session, webinar on Certified STEM and STEM Robotics course. Right, it's nice to have all of you over here. especially the evening time after your how to start basic things to students for ATL lab. Yeah, that's great. I'll surely help you out, but let me see how best we get the time to do that. Right. So I request all of you to please not write on my screen or a note on the screen because that distracts me. Okay, STEM Lab Facilitator, fantastic. iPhone, I didn't get your name. It would be nice in case if you could also reveal your name so that I can address you in person. Okay, so welcome all of you, and I wish you are all okay in case if I address you by your first name, right? Because that's what I see on the screen. All right, so welcome once again to this session, and we're going to start off. We update, we uplift, we upkeep, we upgrade, we upskill, we are up educators. We have academic partnership with Google for Education Partners. We are Cambridge International Education, MEPSC Skill India, STEM.org, OTHM, Skills for Innovation, ETHE, and NASCOM Future Skills Prime. Right? We are India's leading institute to offer instructor-led training courses to educators with a focus on 21st century pedagogy, AI tools, innovative teaching practices, and digital tools. Our goal is essentially to enhance learning experiences and improve learning outcomes. Right? We have trained over 1 lakh plus educators, and we have trained educators from 20,000 plus schools and colleges. We have trained teachers from around 25 countries. We have the largest teaching community on social media with over 5 lakh plus followers in India. We have about 4.8 out of 5 rating on Google reviews by over 4,000 plus educators. And Up Educators organize international Olympiads annually with over 25,000 plus teachers participating in subject-wise international Olympiads organized by Up Educators. And we have got a lot of media coverage on this topic as well. And if you can see, a lot of these have been published in newspapers, etc. And we conduct the Olympiads in different subjects where all of you teachers could also join in. We have International Primary Teachers Olympiad, International English Teachers Olympiad, Science, Pre-Primary, Maths, Digital, AI for Innovative Teaching Olympiads. We just completed the AI for Innovative Teaching Olympiad right just before some time. Our Up Educators initiatives include teaching over or training over 10,000 plus teachers on AI. It's a mission which we have taken up as a part of Google for Education partner. We have launched a program to train over 20,000 faculty members and students with the advent of NEP 2020. Okay. We are India's first platform to have Up Educate AI, which is a part of Intel AI powered laptops. Interestingly, this laptop has got a hardware, a chip installed in it where you can use AI without the internet. So the program for it has been designed by AI, the Up Educators. It is in partnership with Intel, right? And we also have partnered with NASCOM Future Skills for our advanced AI course as well as now of recently. And you would be glad to know that we have our STEM program, STEM and STEM robotics, also accredited by NASCOM, which is accredited by in turn Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. Right. So we will be training around another 20,000 teachers across India on information literacy and critical skills to identify, verify, and responsibly use the internet. Just 2 days back, we got the top honor for as a best teacher professional development in India, and also we have been featured by ET Now for being the topmost in education for teachers, right? So that's about our UpEducators platform. Just to give an introduction about myself, my name is T. Anil Gangadharan. I'm a retired flight engineer from the Indian Navy. I have 36 years of teaching experience in physics and chemistry for JEE and NEET entrance exams. I'm a DGCS certified drone pilot and drone instructor, a Google certified educator level 1, level 2, and a trainer at UpEducators. This is the aircraft which I used to be flying once upon a time. This is the Indian Navy's reconnaissance aircraft. And this is the cockpit of that aircraft which you see. You can see the pilot seat and the co-pilot seat, pilot on the left, co-pilot on the right. And in between the two is the flight engineer seat, which has been pulled back. What you see in the front is the entire panel, which I used to be controlling once upon a time. They belong to the 4 engines, right? And on the top, what you see is the fire extinguishing panel for the entire aircraft. And this is what I'm flying now. This is the drone that I'm flying right now. And this is the controller of that drone, right? Now, why did I flash this over here? There's a specific reason for that. This particular aircraft was used by the Indian Navy for anti-submarine warfare. Okay, but during peacetime, this was also used by the government of India. We used to conduct those operations wherein survey, mapping, photography, search and rescue, these kind of things were being conducted by the Indian Navy. Now, this aircraft carries 26,500 kgs of fuel, which is about 26 tons. Crores of rupees were spent in every single sortie. Now, this entire job of survey, mapping, you name it, those are including search and rescue operations. All these things are being done by drones, which means technology is changing very fast. Along with that, a lot of money is being saved, which can be used for other purposes in the country. This is the shift in technology which is taking place. With a small example, now you can imagine that how technology is driving the entire world, and we teachers should be at the forefront of it, right? And that is the reason why we need to actually win this race. We should be a part of this change which is taking place. Just to put it in perspective, I have about 18 different certifications. What you see, the list here is a list of certifications which I have, and it's my hobby collecting certificates, right? And you can see from STEM robotics to science of cooking from Harvard, IBM design thinking practitioner, creative problem solving from University of Minnesota, and so on and so forth. I love doing different things in life. So we teachers need to put ourselves into this learning journey. Okay, so thank you all for being here, and it's a great thing to have all of you here. I wish you enjoy this session with me, all right? But now let us try and get into the serious aspect. What brought major changes in the education over a period of time? What do you think must have been the driving force that is changing the education system? I'm not talking about what is happening in the last 10 days in Delhi and around the place. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what has brought changes over the period of time in the education field all over the world. Yes, you can put in your answers in the chat box quickly. I just have a minute to get your responses. I would love to hear from all of you. Let's make it a little interactive. Quickly. Yeah. What has brought about major changes in the field of education? Artificial intelligence, technology. Okay, that's great. Technology has brought it. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm loving this. AI. Okay. Due to development in technology as it's easily accessed, robotics, access to the web. Okay, AI. Fantastic. Nisha, Amrita, Sandhya, great. Student-centric, advanced students. Okay, many prefer homeschooling, so the kids are creative and not just memorizing. Very good. Smita Parekh, Charles, Diksha, Brahmaya, Dimple. Okay, great, fantastic. So I'm so glad and happy that all of you are participating. Please do participate, and I want all of you to put in the chat box. Let's pump in. Okay, great. The extracurricular activities. Now, there is one very important aspect about all this. What is bringing major changes? What has forced, on a broader perspective, if you see, it is the jobs and industry, right? So the jobs and industry is the driving force for this change which is taking place. Because if you have to have uh, people to get jobs, right, they need to be educated in that particular aspect, right? Once upon a time, there were hunter gatherers, pre-agricultural, agricultural revolution. Nobody was much bothered about this formal education. But when agricultural revolution happened, people moved from hunting to farming, right? Learning became a little more informal, right? That's because from parents to children, and like that, it used to come down about how the methodology of agriculture, etc., right? But then what brought about the major change later was essentially the first industrial revolution. Because when the industrial revolution started, right, people needed their workers to be literate. So basic literacy and numeracy started for operating the machinery. Then came the second industrial revolution where the teaching methodology had to change to keep up with the requirements of the industry. So schools started adapting by including technical subjects like mechanics and home economics, making education more practical. And you must all be aware about this fact that uh, the Indian education system which we had, which the Britishers brought in once upon a time, was essentially to create workers for their factories, right? So they wanted to create supervisors and laborers. So they started courses which were fit, suitable for that particular purpose. The third industrial revolution, which in free India was mainly in the mid 20th century, wherein math, science, computers, problem solving ability, analytical thinking, etc., started coming in. Digital tools like calculators, computers, resources like PowerPoint, Word, Excel, all these things started coming in, right? Now, what impact is the fourth industrial revolution having? How is that going to change? Right, that is what is happening right now. The fourth industrial revolution happening. Things are changing at a very fast pace, right? Healthcare sector is the one which is being revolutionized. Where if you see where the operations were being conducted by doctors on the operating table, now it is the robots which are conducting. As you must be knowing that things have already started happening around the world, right? So similarly, in the field of agriculture, where it used to be manual labor once upon a time, now almost everything is done by machines. Everything is automated, right? There is smart irrigation system, something called as precision agriculture using drones, right? Uh, Multispectral cameras, right? Or hyperspectral cameras. So agriculture is also being revolutionized, right? Then you have military forces, right, all around the world. Now, you must be aware that all the wars which are going on in the world today, fortunately, very less amount of human loss is there in all these wars because technology is taking care of most of the things there, right? So drones are being used, right? So technology is changing, and courier services, what you know today, right? Many of you must have even got some package today itself, right? Amazon is delivering packages through the delivery boy, but that's not going to be the future, right? Even already experiments have started wherein the last mile delivery is going to be done by the human being, but the rest of it will be taken care of by drones, right? So being in the drone industry myself, I know the kind of advancements which are taking place in the field of drones. So courier services are going to change. Manufacturing, if you see the case of even a simple car manufacturer like Maruti, right? Even they have in their factory robots doing the jobs of thousands of people. Jobs are being done by just few robots, controlled by even fewer human beings, right? So robots are doing almost everything. So technology is everywhere. And fourth industrial revolution is shaping our education system as well. Now you must be aware that in this fourth industrial revolution, right? AI, robotics, drones, biotechnology, and data analytics. Interestingly, in all the answers which you gave just now, all these points were there. In the chat box, I could see all these things, right? So all of you are really aware about what is driving the fourth industrial revolution, and in turn, what is driving the education system. The K to 12 education system is evolving to meet these demands by focusing on STEM, integrating science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and emphasizing on coding, robotics, drone, and data literacy. Moving education away from the theoretical to real world applications. And that real world applications is a very important point, right? The fourth industrial revolution focuses more on STEM education and real world applications. Let's explore STEM in more details. And this is something which each one of you should be really aware about. And I want all of you to put in one line, what do you think is STEM education about or STEM teaching about? Now, one answer which I would not expect you to put in is it is the integration of science, technology, engineering, mathematics. No, I don't want that answer. That is already known. That's a standard answer which comes. I want something more, something different, out of the box, more practical, real life experience. Yeah, all of you, go ahead. Please put in. Yeah, I like to see your comments. It's fantastic, right? Yeah, activities oriented, application oriented, how to create robotics. Okay, Charles, it ignites creativity, innovation in terms of overall development, experiential learning, learn by doing something. Okay, holistic development of children. Okay, enhancing creativity. I find fantastic answers. Fantastic answers. But my problem is how do we implement this in the class? Who is going to do it? Right? That is where the question lies, right? And that is where the question lies. How many of you have seen this object here? How many of you have seen this thing here? What I'm showing you on the screen now. How many of you have seen this thing? What is it? Aman, yes, Aman, I can see. Okay, all of you have seen this. You know it's a glucometer, right? It is a glucometer, right? Yeah. This is a glucometer used to measure blood sugar level, right? So if you're a diabetic patient, or I wish you never be one, because I am one and I know the pains of it. So if you have somebody in your surrounding who is a diabetic patient, invariably they will be having this equipment. Now tell me one thing, which branch of science will be able to design this one device? Good evening, Dr. Mercy. Okay, which one branch of science will be able to design this? Now, I am getting at least 10 different branches. Now, tell me one thing, can one branch design this? Can one branch design this? No ways, it's not possible. It's not possible. And also tell me one more thing, what is the role of a doctor in this on a scale of 10? What is the role of MBBS doctor in designing this on a scale of 1 to 10? Fantastic. I am getting, wow, as if kind of, all are in Josh. 0, 0, 0. Pura ka pura 0 aa raha hai. Okay, there is hardly any role of an MBBS doctor in designing this. There is physics, yes, there is physics. Is there chemistry? Yes, there is chemistry. Because when you are taking that blood out, right? It is adsorption, right? Capillary action, part of chemistry, right? You have physics in it. You have electronics in it. You have design thinking in it. You have design thinking because the device has to be properly made so that you can put in this one. There's electronics in it, electrical in it. How can one branch alone think about designing something like this? Before it came into existence, somebody has thought about it. Yes, mechanical, absolutely. The switches there, those buttons, it's mechanical, right? That locking of that strip inside it is mechanical. Data analytics. The point here is, what I'm trying to tell you is that no one branch can think about this. Now tell me, if a child is there in the 5th standard, 6th standard, 8th standard, 10th standard, he has to think about something like this, some innovation. Is it possible from the system of education that we have today? Right? A science teacher teaches something, maths teacher teaches something else. You can imagine that the child is sitting in boxes. Yeah, they are sitting in boxes. So they are first in the science box. The science teacher is teaching him something. He is lifted from there and put into another box called maths. And now he has forgotten about science altogether. And then he is lifted from there and put into history box. And then he learns about history, he forgets about science and maths. So they are learning individual subjects only for the sake of getting the marks in that examination. That is the tragedy of life. So therefore, we need something like STEM, where you have integration of all these subjects as we discussed earlier, right? Because it equips students with the necessary skills and knowledge to thrive. Now, what is traditional approach? And I'll tell you, now, when a science teacher is teaching, I have been teaching physics, chemistry, maths, right? And I learned a lot about bio from my daughter, who is a PhD, right? So this approach. So when I talk to my students, I'm able to tell them something about physics and chemistry and maths, right? Yes, no one can play all roles, but we have to start playing those roles. That is integrating STEM. That is putting everything together, right? You have to start thinking in those lines, right? The traditional approach usually will be a grade 5 teacher, right? Grade 5 teacher talking about biodegradable material, teaches waste management. How would she do that? She would normally be talking about creating, discuss in the class what are biodegradable, non-biodegradable. Children are sitting in the front and she's talking about it, and they understand it, and then they make a project out of it, and that's it, right? But what is happening now is something different, where yeah, this is a project which has been recommended.
Put this on a sensor. The sensor will decide accordingly and throw it into the respective zones.
Right. Now, how many of you have seen this project happening somewhere in the school? Right? Science projects being done in the schools. Yeah, ultrasonic sensors. The point is, how many times teachers, STEM lab technicians or STEM lab in charges, adult tinkering labs have thought about the fact that, is this really practical? Is this going to be scaled up and go into the market? Have they sat down with the students, analyzed, can this really work in real life? Right? So this kind of thought process, how can this be modified to actually work it in real life? Right? And tell students to improve upon it. It's not about making this project. STEM is about innovation. STEM is because what I have seen is that a lot of people do the same project, right? And then the point here is to improve upon it and make it. This setup is not fully working in many schools. Yeah, that's right. I agree this. Right. So what is the STEM going to do? Now, if you look at science, if you look at this robotic arm, science is a part which deals with human arm anatomy and the motion, how your fingers move. Technology talks about programming and controlling the motion parts. Prototyping and iterating is a part of engineering. Calculating the coordinates where the hands have to go and put the object, that is mathematics. If you look at drones has a lot of, it's a STEM in itself actually, because in drones you have science about gravity, about aerodynamics, about fluid mechanics, all those things. Technology is involved in the flight controller, in the cameras, in the GPS, etc. Engineering is involved in designing the entire product, and mathematics is involved in calculating the way the flight path has to take place. There is something called as PID controllers, right? Yeah, PID controllers, right? Somebody said me this is not possible in general education. It's very much possible, and that is precisely what we are doing. We have a STEM program for drones as well, right? Now, what are the benefits of STEM education in today's world? It encourages critical thinking and innovation, right? So students will be able to analyze problems, right? And develop innovative solutions. This is the most important part of the STEM education system. That is, students should be made to think what are the possible problems, right? Enhance real world applications, solve everyday challenges, boost 21st century skills, right? Problem solving, collaboration, digital thinking, computational thinking. Prepare students for the future careers like AI, robotics, engineering. Increases engagement, hands-on learning and experimentation. Now, let me tell you one thing. I'll just give you one small example. I'm not going into too much of detail at this moment, but let me ask you one challenge. Do you all know that India is going to be, or rather maybe it is already, the diabetic capital of the world? Do you all agree with that? Do you all agree with that? At least the statistics are saying this, that India is going to be the, or maybe it is already the diabetic capital of the world. Correct? Okay, fantastic. So yeah, maybe it is. We are, yeah, fine. Now tell me one thing. All of you in your family, right, must be having one odd person who is diabetic. Some old person, somebody might be diabetic in every family. Tell me one thing. When you go to a restaurant, have you ever found a restaurant in which the menu card has got a diabetic menu? Specifically for diabetic patients? Never. Isn't that a problem worth solving? Isn't that a problem worth solving? Get your students to think. Get your students to think. Can we create a menu for restaurants for diabetic people so that they can sit on the table and dine together? Right? Can we think about it? That is what is thinking about. That is critical thinking. That is problem solving. Encourage your students to think that way. Right? Now you all have one more interesting thing. I'm just giving you another one. In your house, there is taps, water taps. Okay. Now we all say that there is water shortage and there is going to be, right? The water is going to be the next gold. Water is going to be the next oil, right? Are we preparing our students for water conservation in the future? Simple thing. You have a tap in the house. The tap has got a radius, right? The outlet has got a radius. Do you really need that big radius for the tap? Think about it. Can it be made smaller? can the water be sprayed as atomized spray? Right? Think about it. Design something new. Think about something new. That is STEM education. It is not about making those dustbins. For God's sake, you have to think totally different, right? Where the world is going to be 10 years from now. That is STEM education all about, right? Now, how are different stakeholders preparing themselves? Who are the stakeholders in this STEM education part? Parents, government, students, and teachers, right? What are parents doing? Actually, what can parents do, right? There is limited that parents can do, but I believe personally, parents have changed a lot, right? Parents have to change a lot. What is that? They have to keep discussing with their children, right? And start giving them the ability for problem solving. Don't solve their problems for them. Let them solve it themselves. Even if it is going to the market and buying a pencil, right? They will realize what are the costs of different pencils, what is HB, what is 2H, what is 3B pencils. They will understand those things when they go to the market and purchase. That is problem solving. That is where parents, but what parents are doing today, what they can do in the field of STEM, they are enrolling their children for robotics, coding, AI, and STEM classes, right? What is the government doing, right? The government had set up science lab, which used to look something like this, but now they are all changing to STEM labs. Atal Tinkering Labs are being set up. Now 50,000 odd Atal Tinkering Labs are being set up around the country. But many Atal Tinkering Labs, many of them, they are shutting down because of lack of interest, lack of qualified people, right? There's a lot of demand for STEM education, right? A lot of things are being done by the government for promoting STEM education. What are students doing? Students are moving away from traditional projects to the new age projects. Traditional projects, you and me have made these kind of projects long ago, right? And these projects were what we used to do. I wish all of you agree with me that these static projects, like, some models are made, and most of the time, I remember most of the time it used to be a windmill. Yes or no? All of you must have made a windmill sometime in life, right? Something rotating like this, and then you have to blow on it and it will rotate. And till now, we don't know how it produces electricity, right? I wish all of you are agreeing with me, right? So now that is the state of affairs, but things are changing now, right? What are the modern children?
So here is our school, and this is our school's main gate. We had used the rain sensors, so when we place our hand over here, the gates will open and close automatically for 5 seconds. Then we have also used the light sensors. Whenever it is dark, the lights will go on. All the school lights will go on. And whenever it is daytime, means there is light, they will all switch off.
Yes. What I want you to see here is in the projects, right? What these children are doing. What I want you to notice is the confidence which they speak, right? Now, when you send your students with these projects, right, what you should look for is, in addition to the project, their skills, critical thinking, problem solving, all these things are done. One important skill they are learning is collaboration and communication. Very, very important skills. So the way that girl was talking, right, everybody else in the team would have possibly been a part of that. So students are doing different kinds of projects. They are innovating things, making robots. We teachers have to be a part of that process, right? Now, what are teachers doing? Majority of the teachers are still teaching in isolation. That is because it is the way that the way the system is designed. So math teacher teaches math, science teacher teaches science, etc. Right? But my request to all of you is, let us all, whether you're math, science, ICT, history, geography, whatever teacher you are, let us start getting ourselves informed about how we can change the system. Let us start learning something additional. If I learned something about cooking, and cooking is my passion, I love cooking, right? That was because I wanted to link it to science. How vegetables are blanched, what happens during blanching process, what happens when you boil an egg, what is the chemistry in it, what is the physics in it. I want to learn that, and that is what I can take to the class, right? So therefore, it is essential for every maths teacher to know something about science, for every science teacher to take in something about maths into the classroom. An ICT teacher should be able to link science, maths, and everything together, right? Understand why they are learning, what they are learning, what teachers need to do. Science and maths teachers, ICT teachers cannot teach in isolation. They have to integrate these subjects. They have to connect their teaching with real world applications. Just give you an example of this real world application concept. All of you have a washing machine in your house. Most of you must be having a washing machine in your house. Yes or no? Yes, all of you must be having a washing machine in your house. Now tell me, what is it that you can learn from that washing machine? In physics, in chemistry, in bio, in maths, what is it that is there? Circular motion, right? Fantastic. What else? Rotation. What else? How about chemistry? How about chemistry? Chemicals, detergents. Okay, let me ask you, how many of you know? Yeah, fantastic, Purnima. I like that. Okay, how many of you know that a front loading machine and a top loading machine have different detergents? I wish all of you are aware about that. Front loading and top loading have got different detergents. But have you ever tried to investigate what is the difference between the two? Tell your students to investigate. Find it out. Okay? That will make them start thinking differently. Right? What is that ingredients? What is the list of ingredients which is different? What is the chemistry of that? Froth. Yes, you're right, Ranbir. What is the ingredient in that? What is it that is making the difference and why? 21st century skills like critical thinking and problem solving, very important for STEM teachers, right? You have to become a STEM teacher to be a part of this particular system. How much time do we have to learn STEM? The first industrial revolution, educators had 100 years to change. धीरे धीरे चल रहा था सब कुछ. Second industrial revolution, teachers had to take 50 years to change, one generation. In the third industrial revolution, you had 20 to 30 years to change. But the fourth, you just don't have. I have actually been very, very this one about it, that just to give 3 to 5 years. You don't have 3 to 5 years. And actually speaking, this generation of teachers is, you can say, the most challenged generation of teachers. You have learnt in the old way and you are expected to teach in the future. Isn't that a big job? No other generation of teachers must have faced such a dilemma, right? No, every time change is there. People can all say that हमारे ज़माने में ऐसा होता था, but हमारा ज़माना कुछ अलग ही है, because with the advent of AI, we don't know what to do now. Am I right? People are telling us you have to give the correct question paper, right? People are telling us you don't want children to copy. करेंगे क्या भाई? Right? So we are the generation which are really taking the brunt of technology coming in. But we can do it. We have to do it, and we will do it. Teachers have risen to the occasion, right? And the only way out is, kindly please do not draw on my screen, please. Right? The only way out is we need to keep ourselves updated. That is the only way out. What can you benefit from being a STEM teacher? Right? You learn advanced teaching methods. You will learn about real world applications. You can apply it in real world, right? Help students in competitive projects, right? Integrated cross-curricular integration as per what NEP is encouraging to do. Students gain a holistic understanding, right? The more we learn, the more they learn. If we don't learn, they don't learn. We have to be one step ahead of them in terms of all that is happening in the society, right? Now, what are the possible career opportunities for educators? Now, tell me one thing, all of you. How many of you have seen a STEM lab in a 10-kilometer radius of your house? In a 10-kilometer radius of your house, how many of you have a STEM lab? I'm not talking about schools. I'm talking about a private one. If at all you have, you might be staying in a urban environment, maybe Bombay, Pune, somewhere like that. Okay, you expand that from 10-kilometer to 20-kilometer radius. Do you know of any STEM lab? No. Isn't that a great opportunity to start one? Isn't that a great opportunity for a business? Because there is a gap. There is a need. Right? There is a need. Right? So if there is a need, if there is a demand, there should be a supply as well. Right? Yes. If you need it, you can supply it. Right? You can be a STEM teacher. You can be a STEM coordinator. You can own a STEM lab of your own. You can be a curriculum designer for STEM. See the amount of opportunities coming up by thinking of only one STEM lab. All these, yes, all these things become a part of that ecosystem. STEM teacher, STEM coordinator, STEM lab assistant, owner of a STEM lab, curriculum designer, technology integration specialist, all this come from that demand. You can pick up any one of these, whichever is your choice, and become a STEM teacher, right? According to UNESCO report, STEM teachers are in shortfall across the world. Go to your own school. If you're having a child of your own, go to the child school and find out who is the STEM teacher there. How many qualified STEM teachers do you have in your school? I'm not talking about ICT teachers. ICT teachers have been forced with this job, right? But how many qualified STEM teachers, right? So there is a need for qualified STEM teachers in every school, right? So for this purpose, UpEducators have introduced this step-by-step learning process. We have, interestingly, two important courses: Certified STEM Teachers and Certified STEM Robotics Teachers course, which is essentially the Certified STEM Teacher course is focusing on integrating STEM subjects into school teaching, whereas STEM Robotics is, although focused on ICT and robotics, coding, etc., we suggest that both the things anybody can learn, right? So we also have the entire syllabus essentially comprised of what is STEM, key principles of STEM. We also have programs like inquiry-based learning, game-based learning, all this part of STEM program, STEM course. Inquiry-based learning, game-based learning, project-based learning, design thinking, technology-based learnings, right? Integrating STEM with other subjects, especially your maths, science subjects. STEM-based lesson plan and curriculum development. This is a part of our course. DIY and STEM projects, right? Specifically DIY for maths teachers, science teachers, essentially, right? So we have one very important thing which we talk about is teachable machine learning, right? This is for detail. In the example which I'm giving you, it's about the
AI-powered web app that can tell whether a crop leaf is healthy or diseased just by uploading an image or using your webcam. Here's the web app. First, I'll upload a diseased leaf image, and it predicts diseased correctly. Now, I'll upload a picture of
Now,
AI-powered
what is the
web.
purpose of this entire thing? It helps in detecting plant diseases. Why we teach these things in the STEM program is because so that you get to know all the tools which are available, right? Once you know all the tools, the children will have in their mind, kindly please do not draw this. I will have to stop it from happening. Otherwise, kindly please cooperate with me, right? So plant diseases, fingerprint classifiers. You all must be having a phone in which you put your fingerprint to open it. So all that is part of teachable machine. This is again simulators. Vibe coding is another part of our STEM program, which is a 2 months program. We teach about how to carry out the vibe coding using Google Gemini as well as AI Studio, etc. Then there we have the IoT. that is Arduino R4 Wi-Fi platform, because this has got the Wi-Fi integrated in it, right? And we give the latest board for this. Projects of the internet, which include DHT11 IoT syllabus, building home automation projects, gas detectors, soil moisture detector, etc. This is, by the way, one of the projects which we have, right? This includes how to create a project where a smart irrigation can be done using your mobile phones, right? And then temperature and humidity sensor for mushroom cultivation, right? AI and IoT projects, right? And face recognition is another one. Basic of robotics, introductions to Arduino. Robotics include ultrasonic radar systems, light following robots, flame detector robots, joystick control robots, etc. This is one light detecting robot. Now this robotic project, right? After learning this project, how to do it, important part is, yeah, you will get a certificate, Tanishka, and I will be giving you the link in a few minutes, right? Recorded video is playing is what somebody is saying. I have not understood what you meant by that. Adil, I have not understood what you said. Recorded video is playing. I am addressing you by your name. Okay. So obviously this is not a recorded video which is going on, right, Adil? Okay, fine. Can we get the video recording of this? Absolutely, you will get it. There is no problem. If you are in that WhatsApp group, you will surely get that. Don't worry. Okay, fine. So yeah. So what I was telling you was, how do we apply this in day-to-day life, real life? And that is precisely, can you get the PDF of the slides? I'm not really very sure about it, right? Yeah. So drones for educators. Now, this is something which I am very dear about because I teach drone myself. I am also the robotics instructor for this course, right? STEM robotics instructor for this course, right? And drone will also be, you will be getting a drone kit, a complete drone kit, which you will be assembling in the house. And we will be doing the test flying as well, right? We also have an entrepreneurship and career guidance program in which you will be learning how to set up your own STEM lab. How can you become an Atal mentor? How can you get accreditation from or affiliation from STEM.org, as well as NASSCOM certifications, right? You also get integrated design thinking in classroom, computational thinking certificates along with the course, right? So we have a huge list of projects. I'm not going into that right now. By the way, is STEM learning difficult for teachers? Not at all. Kids are learning. By the way, I learned at the age of 56, right? I did my STEM course. So I think any one of you can do it, right? So we have a lot of success stories. I'm not going to take you deeply into those things. You can see them. I'm just pushing through, right? So that I can give your certificate link at the earliest, right? Now, we have a lot of feedback from even non-technical teachers, right? Those who are not into the field of robotics or electronics, right? Right. Now, we have a lot of teachers who have been a part of our journey, right? But how do you learn STEM online? Now, this is a very important point. We use simulators for doing the real project. We complete the theory first. We conduct the simulators, and then we have a live online training like the one which I'm giving you right now. 2 months instructor-led training, online reading materials you get on the LMS platform, regular doubt-solving sessions, 20+ projects. Class timings are generally 1.5 hours, 3 hours per day, per week, 3 hours, 1.5 hours, 3 days per week. Timings are generally from 8:30 to 10 p.m. so that you will be able to attend those classes even if you are working in some school. This is the investment, a minor investment that you have when you join for this course. Certified STEM teachers course is about 13,900 plus 4,000 rupees for the kit that you get. And you can, if you enroll within the next 2 days, you would be getting this 4,000 rupees kit free of cost. It will not be charged. Same thing goes for certified STEM. In certified STEM, there is a separate robotics kit and joystick, etc. So therefore, it's a little costlier. But again, it is you will be getting that kit free of cost in case if you enroll immediately. Drone for educators is just about 3,000 rupees. No. This is not. Yes, Tinkercad is a part of our syllabus. Is it for maths and science only? Not at all. It is for everybody. And that's why I explained to you that we need everything. We need all the teachers to learn STEM, right? You can be your own, okay? You can have your own STEM program, right? You can be your own STEM master, right? So we have master classes as well on vidblogs, 3D printing, certification. Now, this is something which is very important. I want you to note this, very important. You get a government accredited NASSCOM certificate, right? We train you for this certification. And the best part is Government of India is giving a 2,500 rupees grant for those who clear this exam. And to the best of my knowledge, what I got to know recently is that the government is increasing this to 5,000 rupees. I'm not sure about it. Don't take my word for it. But 2,500 is assured. Government of India is giving that grant once you clear this exam. And we conduct the sessions for that. You also get Skills for Innovation certificate from Intel AI, right? You get a certificate, program certificate from Up Educators, which is a STEM accredited, right? So you would be, it would be nice if you can visit upeducators.com and just give me a minute where I will just give you the link for your certificate on your chatbot. Just give me a few minutes. Just give me a few minutes. Just give me a few minutes. Okay. Yeah, I have put in the feedback form in the chat box. I put the feedback form in the chat box, right? Yeah, STEM is really good. It's a big business. Let me tell you that you just have to be a what do you call that as take this opportunity. Let me tell you, be a qualified STEM teacher, not a random STEM teacher, right? And that is essential for the future, right? When you talk about what is going to happen in the future, be a part of that flow. You know it today, right? 10 years from now or 5 years from now, there's going to be a tremendous demand for qualified STEM teachers. Why I'm telling about this is not because of anything else. It is because when you become a STEM teacher today, 5 years from now, when the demand is going to be exceeding far greater, you will always be having 5-year experience in your hand, right? I have done a course on urban air mobility from Technical University of Munich. Okay, I did a course on urban air mobility. Urban air mobility is air taxis. Air taxis are nowhere in the world right now. It is still in the process of being developed. Government of India has already made regulations around that. Why did I do a course? People ask me this statement. Why did you do this course right now when it is not seen anywhere? I told 5 years from now, it is going to come in any case. Air taxis are going to be here. That time, when people run around for somebody to employed as a teacher, right? Because teaching is something which I like to do. I would be 5-year experienced teacher with that knowledge. Therefore, I did that today. I qualified today so that 5 years from now, in the next 5 years, I'm continuously learning more and more the latest development that is happening, adding to my existing knowledge. That is what you teachers should do, right? Think 5 years from now, start now, prepare now, and move. That's the only way out, right? Thank you very much for all of you giving your words of appreciation. Please fill in the form, and I would love to see each one of you in my sessions of STEM, robotics, and drones, right? Be rest assured, I have my colleague who is also educator here in Up Educators who is the one who is far more ahead of me in this particular field, right? And I would love to have him also here if he can come forward. Vedang, are you here? If you are, I would love to see you here on the screen. Okay. Right. So it was nice talking to all of you. Please fill in the forms and I would love to see all of you. If there is any doubts, I'm ready to take it. Yeah, here we have Vedang also coming in. Vedang, thank you for coming in. Right. Yeah. So all of you, please. Right. Let me know if there is any doubts which you have so I can clarify those doubts. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Please fill in the form, those of you who have not. So you get your, if anybody has got the certificate, you can also put it on our chat box so others can see what it looks like. Yeah, form, I've already sent the form again. You can take it. Yeah. Thank you, Anu. Thank you, Sam. 100%. You don't need any coding experience. Actually, you should not have. I will be very happy. Okay. If you don't have any knowledge in coding, I would be more happy because it is easier to train them. All right. Adil. Yeah. Subrata, thank you. Absolutely. You don't have to be working. It is for you so that you can start your STEM lab yourself. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rasmita, Rupali. Yes, you are getting the certificate. Please fill up the form. You will get it. Purnima has got the certificate. She is flashing it. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Sandhya. Got it. Received the certificate. Diptesh, thank you very much. Now you should get the real certificate of being a STEM teacher. Right? Thank you, Nisha. Thank you, Pranav. Go ahead and motivate your students. Go ahead and motivate your students to do something for the country. You fill up the form, Shailaja, and you will get it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Got the certificate. Nisha Pandey. Yes, fantastic. Very nice. How to enroll for the course? It's all there. You can get it through your the form itself. You have. You can contact the numbers which are flashed on the screen. Just give me a minute and I will give you. Yeah, you can contact on these numbers. Thank you, Siddhi. Got the certificate. Great, fantastic. All of you, you should think about how we can motivate our students to become innovators of tomorrow. Right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pushparaj. Thank you, Aman. Yeah, we have a workshop also. If you attend the workshop, you will actually be doing something hands-on as well. Right? So watch out for information on workshops as well. Thank you, Sangeeta. Diptesh, thank you very much. Ghazal, Sakib, thank you.
I have one doubt.
Who is this?
I'm Sujata.
Yes, Sujata, go ahead.
So all these for all the subject only the STEM course is available only through online or
No, it is only online. We conduct classes only online and that is sufficient. That is good enough.
Okay. Timing, everything is
8:30 to 10 in the night.
okay. 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 And every link is you send through WhatsApp.
Yeah, you are there in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, already.
Fantastic. You will get it in that. You will get the recording also of this on the WhatsApp group.
Okay. For social science and business studies also.
Perfect. See, the best part about STEM is it is a niche branch. That is something which is just developing, which people are beginning to take interest. So this is the time to get in. All right.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
you are a history teacher, fine, you teach history in the school, no problem. You may take this there also, no problem. But in the house, you can start your own one, isn't it?
Yes.
Because in schools everywhere it is coming up. Done?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. D. I have not got what you wanted. Scroll up. One Mr. D. Dr. D has asked something. Yeah, Adil, great. Fantastic. Nice to hear that. Dr. D, something had been asked. I didn't know where to fill the form. Samsung, your form is here. You can fill it up straight away. Thank you, Musina. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can teach STEM robotics perfectly, right? That is precisely the purpose of our course. Most important thing is you get a formal certificate in STEM and robotics. That is the most important point. How many do you have in your school? You hardly have anybody with these certificates, right? Please join in, Adil. We'll be glad to have you with us.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening,
Who's this?
sir.
Who is this?
Myself Sunita.
Yes,
I
Sunita,
want
go ahead.
to clear one doubt.
Okay.
Is STEM and robotics covered both the courses, STEM as well as robotics?
Okay, the best part is that STEM robotics goes together. Most of it is common in both, and the classes go on together, except when there are 3 or 4 things which are different for robotics and different for STEM. Only about 4 to 5 classes. So during that time, it will be split into 2. Again, you join together for the rest of the course. That is how it goes. Right. So you can decide whether you want robotics or you want STEM. And if you want to take both, then also there is no problem. The price difference is hardly anything. Just for those few components, the difference is there. So if you want to take both, then what happens is you attend robotics class. The STEM class you will attend with the next batch. That 4 sessions you will attend with the next batch. That's all.
Okay.
Done.
Thank you, sir.
And you get both the certificates.
Oh.
Good evening,
Good evening. Who is this?
sir. Nisha Pandey.
Yeah, Nisha, go ahead.
Sir, I just wanted to know if I would like to attend the next session. I mean, related to the same or the next session of the same. Will I get the information there on the WhatsApp or
No,
from somewhere else?
you mean the webinar or you mean the course?
The course, sir. Exactly the course.
Yeah, the course absolutely. You just contact from that what you call that as WhatsApp group itself. You'll get the information, right?
Yeah, sir.
And in that you got the admin numbers will be there in the WhatsApp group. You can call anybody of them. No issues.
Okay, sure, sir.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much, sir.
Can we have a course fee? Okay, yeah, course fee. I will just put it up. Somebody is asking for the course fee. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just give me a minute. Adil, you can see the screen.
Sir.
Just 1 minute, ma'am. Yeah, who is this?
I'm Chitra from Tamil Nadu.
Repeat once again, ma'am.
Chitra from Tamil
Yeah,
Nadu.
Chitra. Yeah, Chitra, go ahead.
So you have shown me some demo sessions will be available there.
Okay.
So whether it is payable or non-payable for the students or teachers.
Which one? Which one?
I saw a slide from this page, sir. So you shown me some demo session will be available for the teachers, whether it is
Okay.
payable or non-payable.
No. So if you can talk to your counselor, after that you can take a permission and attend one of the 2 classes which you think you want to know your instructors better. And by the way, I will only be teaching, so there's no problem if you know the way I'm talking right now, right? So you can attend one of the classes and get satisfied yourself, and then you can join the course. Absolutely fine with that. No issues.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. And as far as the course is concerned, we will be doing it online live like this, wherein you will be practically doing it, we will be demonstrating it, and you will be doing it in your house. Right? And you can have all your family members sitting around you. That will be a great thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Will it be useful for biology? Absolutely. Momita, the point is that we are giving you the tools, right? You can use it in any branch you want. Just now I told you about teachable machine, right? You can use it in bio, you can use it in medicine, you can use it in mobile phones, wherever, right? So, thank you, Chitra. Thank you. Yeah, Momita. So, it'll be useful for bio teachers? Absolutely. Because STEM is all about integrating science, technology, engineering, mathematics, even arts also. Yes, we will be sending you the kit. I have shown you the picture of this kit. Right? You get the full kit free of cost. Mr. D, again, I'm not getting your name. I do not know your name. So I call you Mr. D. Yeah, go ahead. You can switch on your mic and speak. Absolutely no problem. Go ahead. I'm not able to hear you. Can you just put it in the chat box what you want to ask? Okay, fine. Thank you all very much for having joined this session. I'll have to stop because I have another class to attend to. You can join robotics only. Perfectly. There is no problem. Right? You can join robotics only. There is no problem. Okay. So thank you all very much for being a part of this session. Wish you all the best and love to see you in the course. Thank you all.